Hi students, we are starting our next topic, that is ETS of mitochondria. Embedded in the inner membranes are proteins and complexes molecule that are involved in the process called ETS. The ETS is also called because it accepts energy from carriers in the matrix and stores it to a form that can be used to phosphorylate ADP. Two energy carriers are known to donate energy to the ETS, namely nicotine adenine dinucleotide and flavin adenine dinucleotide. Reduced NAD carries energy to complex 1 of the electron transport chain, and FAD is bound part of succinate dehydrogenase complex, that is complex 2. It is reduced when substrate succinate binds the complex. Then what happens? NADH binds to complex. It binds to a prosthetic group called flavin mononucleotide and is immediately reoxidized to NAD. NAD is recycled, acting as an energy shuttle. What happens to the hydrogen atom that comes off NAD? FMN receives the hydrogen from NADH and 2 electrons. It also picks up a proton from the matrix. In this reduced form, it passes the electron to iron sulfur cluster that are part of complex and forces 2 protons into intermembrane space. Now we will see this is the complex 1, flavin mononucleotide, iron sulfide, iron sulfate, NADH plus H, and here NAD, and here reduced hydrogen, and again it is released. This is complex 1, and from here it goes to complex 2. The obligatory forcing of protons into intermembrane space is a key concept. Electron cannot pass through complex 1 without accomplishing proton translocation. Electron transport carriers are specific, and in that each carrier accepts electrons from a specific type of preceding carrier. Electron pass from complex 1 to a carrier embedded by itself in the membrane. From coenzyme Q, electrons are passed to complex 3, which is associated with another proton translocation event. Here it is to be noted that path of electron is from complex 1 to coenzyme Q to complex 3. Complex 2, the succinate dehydrogenase complex, is a separate starting point and is not a part of NADH pathway. For complex 3, the pathway is to cytochrome C, then to complex 4, cytochrome oxidase complex. More protons are translocated by complex 4, and it is at this site oxygen binds along with protons and using the electron pair and remaining the free energy. Since molecular oxygen is diatomic, it actually takes 2 electron pair and 2 cytochrome oxidase complexes to complete the reaction sequence for the reduction of oxygen. The reduction of oxygen is not an end itself. Oxygen serves as electron acceptor, clearing the way for carriers in the sequence to be reoxidized so that electron transport can be continued. All carriers remain reduced and Krebs produces become out of balance because some Krebs reaction required NAD or FAD and some do not. However, you don't really care about because you are already dead. The purpose of electron transport is to conserve energy in the form of chemiosmotic gradient. The gradient in turn can be exploited for the photophosphorylation of ADP as well as for other purposes. For succinate, the sequence is complex 2 to coenzyme Q to the complex 3 to cytochrome C to complex 4. Thus, there is a common electron transport pathway beyond the entry point. Protons are not translocated at complex 2. That isn't sufficient free energy available from the succinate dehydrogenase reaction to reduce NAD or to pump protons at more than two sides. Today, whatever I have taught you, I am sending you its PDF. Thank you.